share some stuff, some photos from my event. So of course I asked everybody, is it cool if I share first, right? So everybody's like, okay with that. So let's see what we have here.
Who's that seated down?
Who's that seated down?
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
In the money spot there. Are these the towers? Are these the ELAC towers?
So it's funny because I was showing the ELAC towers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had it connected to this NAD T778 running Dirac with a Magic Beans target curve and an RSL Speed Woofer 10S here in the corner.
Yep.
So yeah, look at this guy back here. He's you see him?
Oh yeah. That's Mr. Brown
legendary Brown Note right there, and he's wearing the original HiFi Summit shirt, and he's holding the spatial.
And he's holding the disc. Yeah,
that's hilarious. But over here, this is who this is, Shauna?
That's Chris Walker.
That's Chris Walker
from ELAC.
Hilarious because he started showing demo tracks, and I'm like, Chris, you're not working right now. Just why don't you sit down and I'll show you some tracks. But he is actually showing us some crazy tracks with some ridiculous bass. And remember how you were saying that those speakers that they had over there at Audio Advice sounded like crazy?
Yeah.
Those were the Solanos, ELAC Solanos.
Solanos, okay.
So yeah, this was fun just because, I was showing Chris Walker from ELAC his ELAC speakers. And actually I said, do you like DSP? Because I'm going to show you the difference with them on or off.
Right.
And I think he said he said DSP on sounded better, even though he's not so much of a believer in it or doesn't prefer it, something like that. But I think it's undeniable that it sounded better. Don't you?
It definitely did. Both rooms, both rooms that you did.
Yeah. So here we got Scotty-O. This dude's got giant hands, by the way. He's got mitts.
Yeah. He's got mitts.
Yeah. So there's Chris Walker. Clay. So Clay in the Hawaiian shirt, he was awesome.
Mike Simpson says that's me. Where was that? Was that in the first picture?
Yeah, there he is. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're just all hanging out. I can't remember everybody's names, so I apologize in advance. But this guy right here, he brought some HSU shoe speakers. They were huge, but concentric, and they sounded pretty good. I like those. And he also brought these THX monolith. What are these? Tim?
365Cs.
365Cs back there.
He had 3 of them, and then he was using them as left, center, right, vertically, I think.
So we had this other small room. I was showing these funny little Larson speakers. Yeah, we're just all hanging out, talking. Yeah. There he is, legendary Brown Note. This was the next day.
Yep.
More talking. We have this guy. He's from Harman, so that was kind of cool.
Oh,
he works at Harman. He brought the JBL 4305.
Oh yeah, I heard those. The little ones, right?
Yeah, they're very good, but they're small speakers. So we did a comparison between those speakers and the $178, $180 monolith T5 towers, Audition T5 towers. So they're least expensive T5 towers, and out of the box with no EQ. I mean, it was a joke, to compare the two.
Oh, right.
But after EQ, after some Magic Beans, they started getting closer, except for the towers just had way more bass, as you might expect. So it was kind of not fair. If somebody were to come in, they'd probably choose the one with more bass just because it had more bass.
Sure.
But the top end started getting closer, in tonality. Of course, the JBL is still better. It's just it's a better speaker. Nice waveguide. Everything about it is just better. But they're also using DSP. But it was just interesting to kind of go back and forth between them and hear that an inexpensive speaker like that didn't sound even close without DSP could sound closer. I think you have to
within the realms of off axis and all that kind of stuff. On axis maybe they're very similar, but off axis you have maybe like a more controlled with the waveguide and then just the tweeter on the monoliths. It's just a little bit maybe wider or something.
It's just the other one was just a better speaker.
It was.
You can't deny that when it comes to the directivity. There's no amount of DSP that's going to change that, right? That's going to fix the off-axis response relative to on-axis, things like that. But I mean, tonally, they were getting very close, which I thought was cool. And we actually had to cross over the T5 towers at 100 hertz to make it sound even similar. That's what's kind of crazy. Yeah. Otherwise, the other one just had way more bass. So what did he say? He said the JBLs. So Ben says those JBLs had a similar sound signature to the JBL 305 studio monitors. Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's a better speaker overall though.
Yeah, you got
it's $2,000.
Yeah, you got compression driver in the 4305s, where the 305s are just a dome tweeter on a waveguide. So definitely step up in the technology.
Yeah, so those Shure speakers were the Shure CC8s. And he offered for me to review them, and I just cleared out all the space. You know what I mean? And I've asked Dr. Shure himself if I could review speakers, and he wasn't interested. So I don't really want to go out of my way if he's not interested.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Maybe he's old school with that. So I don't know. Maybe he changed his stance on that, but maybe I can call him up again and see what the deal is. Anyway,
yeah,
that was the event. I showed the Magic Beans comparison, with the least expensive speakers that I had, which are those Monolith Audition T5 towers. Oh, I don't know if I had the picture, but was it Ben? Yeah, I think it was Ben who won them. I have a picture of him. He's holding up the tower like a trophy. I'll try to find that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I would say I think everybody could agree that Magic Beans
was the shit.
I didn't hear anybody really say like, it sounds worse.
Everybody said it sounded better, right?
Maybe Larry. I think maybe Larry said that he preferred it without. So
and lots of people were saying that they preferred direct over Audyssey itself.
That was almost like across the board.
They like Dirac over Audyssey?
No, direct.
Like no EQ versus Audyssey. Yeah. People preferred no EQ, which is hilarious.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising because we actually showed the graphs also. So I mean, it was just not as smooth with Audyssey on. So that's interesting.
Just going up and down.
And then the guy from Harman, Justin from Harman, Justin Zazzi. So he was showing, we're comparing, and he was playing some pink noise, and it wasn't matching the pink noise that I was playing out of REW.
You guys, wait. Were you guys having a pink noise battle?
For real though?
Yes.
How nerdy is that? We were straight nerding out. We're like, hold on, measure it again. Measure it with your pink noise. Measure it with this pink noise. And then, of course, the pink noise was different. I was right. But so I thought it was super nerdy. It was just him and I kind of talking, and then I turn around, and all these people are still watching, like all interested. I'm like, you guys are all nerds too.
All nerds, bro.
I thought it was just us, but I guess everybody was interested.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't turn anybody away at that point.
I know.
Everybody was like huddling around the couch.
I know.
Like, wow.
All right, if you would like to join us every week on Mondays at, what time is it? About 6 p.m. Central, which is the best time. That's where I am. Make sure you join us at youtube.com/Daily HiFi. We out.